Welcome back to Happy Place Cooking. Today we are going to do something we have never done before, and that is smoke some spare ribs. In fact, we have never smoked anything before. This is a first for us. Been watching a lot of these channels like Chris Hansen Barbecue, 805 Barbecue, and they're always smoking all these things, and I want to give it a try. So, got this big old rack of spare ribs here. Going to open these up and cut off like the membrane or whatever it is. I'm kind of winging it here. So I believe this is the stuff we want to get pulled off of here. This is going to be a smidge bit time consuming, I think. There's some of it. Okay, this is going to take a little while, so I am going to do this and then I'll be back. Membrane is off. Wasn't too difficult. Now, something that we are not going to do, and really this all seems to be a matter of opinion and how people want to do their smoking of their meats. A lot of people will cut the tips off, the skirt off. I am not going to do that. I am leaving everything on it the way it is, and we are going to smoke it just like this. We actually have a friend who does smoke meats quite often, and Jesse was talking to him, and the only thing he does is remove the membrane. He doesn't do any of the other fancy cutting and removing of the pieces of meats. So we're going to leave all that on, and we're going to see how that goes. Let me grab some seasoning. I'm not sure what I want to use. I need to go through my what rubs that I do have and pick what I want to use for my seasoning. I'm going to use one of my overland spices. I'm going to use Intense. I am just going to liberally put this on the ribs. And I'm going to do both sides. I'm kind of going to rub that in a little bit. As soon as we get that smoker ready, we'll get this out on the grill. Whew, almost wasn't big enough.
Yep.
Was that hickory?
Yep.
Cool. So 2 hours, and then we'll be back. Put some more rub on. Put some mustard on, wrap it up in foil, and it'll go for another hour and a half, 2 hours, and then we'll add some sauce, and it'll go for about 30 more minutes.
Yep.
So it's going to be a while before we get to eat.
I'm starving.
These have been out on the smoker for a couple of hours. I'm actually going to re-season. And I'm going to add mustard. And the mustard, from what we've heard, makes them, I guess, more tender. Not really for sure how much to use, but I'm just going to brush that around on there. Okay, let's flip this back over. I think I was actually supposed to put the mustard on before the second spices there. Pretty covered. Put some more spices around. Now, the next thing is I need to wrap this in aluminum foil. Now we're going to throw it back on the smoker for about 2 more hours. Okay, we've been I started to say steaming. We've been smoking for about 2 hours with the aluminum foil on. Now we're going to pull that back. Oh, there's that mustard look. No panicking. I know it looks yellow, but that's just the mustard. And then we're going to put on some barbecue sauce. This is bacon bourbon. I'm going to put the last of that on there. This is some good sauce. Just smear that around. Oh, goodness. Can you smell it?
Yep.
That smells good. Oh, that smells delicious. We're going to let that sit on the smoker for about another 30 to 40 minutes or so. Our ribs are getting close to being done. We're going to have some fresh corn on the cob with our ribs. I saw the Happy Whisk do corn on the cob in an Instant Pot, and I was like, yep, I'm going to have to try that. So I'm going to add 1.5 cups of water to my Instant Pot. I am leaving the trivet in, and I'm going to put my corn in here, and then I'm going to cook it on high pressure for about 3 minutes. And then I'm going to let it naturally release for a minute, and then I will quick release the rest of it. Corn is done. After, 5 hours of smoking in various stages, the ribs are done, and I did grab a little bitty piece already, and oh my goodness, it tastes so good. Now I'm going to get this plated up. Yeah, look at that smoke ring. What do you think?
That is really good.
Our first time smoking?
Definitely a success.
Yeah, I think so too.
Thanks for watching and happy eating. See you next time on Happy Place Cooking.